Hi students, this is CS Srinivasa Ranaka. Today we are here to discuss day before examination strategy for corporate and other law subjects CA Inter Group 1 paper 2. So this is not a preparation strategy, this is a day before examination strategy. You know very well, after completing your accounts exam paper 1 in group 1 of CA Inter, how much time you have, and in that time how to revise the subject to increase the level of confidence in the exam center. Okay, that is what day before examination strategy will help you. See here, what points you have to discuss here to be confident in the exam. So to increase the level of confidence, this day before examination strategy will helpful to you. And within the available time, so how to utilize your available time effectively. And how, which topics we have to revise, sir? Which topics we have to revise? How many number of times you have to revise? That is what we are going to discuss in the day before examination strategy. The effective time, first point, effective time available to revise the law subject. You know very well, 3rd May 2025, your accounts exam. So after completing your exam, so please forget about that exam. That is first rule. Rule number 1, please forget about that exam. Okay. And on that day itself, you have a 4 hours, 4 effective hours to revise the law subject. And on 4th May 2025 also, you have 14 hours. I am saying effective hours to revise the subject. 24 hours per day, but 14 hours at least you can read. And 5th May 2025, you have 6 hours. Because examination starts from 2, but maybe from 1 you can go to examination hall. At least 6 hours you can spend the time to revise the subject. So total how much time you have to revise the law subject before examination in between accounts and law exam? 24 hours. First of all, you have to count this one. I am just calculating on an average basis. Maybe it is more than 24 hours also. On least case, 24 hours time is available to you. In these 24 hours, sir, how to revise the subject to increase the level of confidence, sir, before going to examination center in law exam. That is what I am going to explain. I am going to facilitate you. Okay. So first rule number 1. What is rule number 1? Already I said, don't waste your time to discuss about the accounts exam, even one single minute also. Please forget about the exam. Okay. Next one. So which topics we have to revise in this 24 hours? So that is what I am going to explain now. Which topics we have to discuss, sir. See what I am going to tell you, which chapters are important. In that chapter, which areas are important. I am not simply saying ABC category of the chapters. In each and every chapter, again, which topics you have to focus more. That also I am going to discuss now. Okay. So do you understand which chapters are important, ABC category or whatever you can say. And in that chapters, again, which topics are more important. That is what I am going to explain. So what topics we should revise, sir? Answer is here, chapter wise priority as well as topic wise priority also in each chapter. That is what we are going to explain you. Chapter wise priority. So category A chapters, you can say category A chapters, 50 to 55 marks you can attempt from category A chapters approximately. So first chapter, you have to start your revision, Limited Liability Partnership Act. You know very well, 14 marks weightage is there. Chapter is very simple. So first category A chapter is Limited Liability Partnership. Please start your revision with LLP Act. And after that, FEMA Act, Foreign Exchange Management Act, this is also having equal weightage with LLP Act. So LLP Act, FEMA Act, you are very thorough about these two chapters. You can attempt 28 marks or to 30 marks, including MCQs and descriptives. So please, LLP Act, questions, if even though you don't know, you don't understand, please by heart and reproduce. You please follow Triple R policy for these two chapters. What is the Triple R policy, sir? Read, recollect, reproduce. That is the Triple R policy. Sir, I understand LLP Act. Okay, very good. But try to write as it is the provisions as well as the answer what is provided in your material. Try to reproduce as it is. Please don't take any chance in LLP Act as well as FEMA Act. Most probably they are asking scenario based theory questions only. So it is very good advantage to the students for Limited Liability and Foreign Exchange Management Act. Next one, in Companies Act, of course. Management Administration chapter. Almost 10 marks they are asking from this chapter. 10 to 12 marks Management Administration chapter. See, for LLP Act, FEMA Act, you have to follow Triple R policy. What is Triple R policy? You have to read each and every question and recollect and reproduce. Then Companies Act, please understand the concept. Companies Act, it is not possible to read, recollect and reproduce. Mug-up is not possible for Companies Act because use syllabus is vast. So you have to concentrate on the conceptual knowledge and you have to understand the provisions. So whatever the running notes given by the faculty, questions and answers asked by me, everything you please revise. And the questions what is there in your material, that also you have to revise. Like that, understand the conceptual knowledge for Companies Act. Management Administration chapter, first priority. After the declaration payment of dividend chapter, very small chapter, but 5 marks question is guaranteed. Accounts of the companies, they are also asking 5 marks. And company incorporated outside India, around 3 to 5 marks they are asking. A small chapter. These chapters are category A chapters. Please focus on these chapters. Once these chapters are completed, then only we'll go to the category B chapters. Okay. 30 to 35 marks you can expect category B chapters. By covering category A and category B, I think you can clear your law subject happily. Even with category A chapter also, if you are very thorough about, perfect about those chapters, you can get 40 marks easily. First try to get 40 marks. After that you think about each and every mark than 40 marks. Okay. Category B 30 to 35 marks. Companies at 2013, share capital and debentures chapter. Acceptance of deposits, registration of charges and audit and auditors. As well as General Clauses Act also, that is a category B chapters. And category C chapters is 20 to 24 marks, interpretation of statutes. And in Companies Act preliminary chapter, incorporation of a company, prospectus and allotment of securities. These are all category C chapters. Okay. Now I am going to discuss which topics are very important in each and every chapter. Okay. Chapter name LLP Act. In LLP Act, even for your reference, I am writing section numbers also there. LLP Act, sir, about partner, section number 5, designated partner, section number 7, and incorporation of LLP, section number 11, 12, 13, as well as retire, means cessation of partnership interest, section number 24. Like that, these are all under reservation of name, rectification of name. Okay, and what should be the name, what should not be the name of the LLP, section number 15, 16, 17, incorporation by registration, incorporation document. These are all small topics, very simple sections. You can read happily. You can remember the provisions of LLP Act. You please remember each and every penalty, each and every farm number, everything you have to remember. I am saying, don't take any chance in the LLP Act. And even 34, 35, even whistleblowing 31, fraud, section number 30, as well as statement of account and solvency, as well as audit of LLP and annual returns of LLP, winding up of LLP, conversion of LLP. These are all very important in your LLP Act. Small LLP also very important. Okay, once again, sir, which topics you have to concentrate in the LLP Act? These are the topics. And even remaining topics also you should read because it's a category A chapter. Next, Companies Act 2013 preliminary chapter, even though it is category C, which topics you have to concentrate? Applicability of the Companies Act, section number 1. Private company definition, public company definition, or deemed public company, small company, holding and subsidiary company is very important because holding and subsidiary they are asking with different combinations. They are not directly asking holding and subsidiary company definition, but in some other question they are asking holding and subsidiary company definition. And listed company, of course, there is rule number 2 is there, exceptions for listed company. That also you have to focus. Next, incorporation of a company, reduction in number of members, means section number 3A is there, and incorporation procedure, section number 7 is there. Section number 3A, section number 7, as well as MOA, Memorandum of Association, section number 4, especially name clause, situation clause, what should be the name, what should not be the name, change of name, rectification of name, all these things you can concentrate. And situation clause, that means alteration of situation clause, alteration of object clause, and articles of association, entrenchment provisions, as well as commencement of the company business, section number 10A, and section 8 company, 1 person company. These are all the important topics in incorporation chapter. So please discuss about object clause, situation clause. Please refer object clause, situation clause and name clause, including alterations, everything. In MOA, 3 clauses are very important. Articles, entrenchment provisions are very important. After that, section 8 company, 1 person company, you can refer once. Next, prospectus and allotment of securities chapter. Huge chapter, big chapter, but you please concentrate on types of prospectus like shelf prospectus, red herring prospectus, deemed prospectus. After that, contents of prospectus, section number 26. Then misleading prospectus, section number 34, 35. And minimum subscription, allotment of securities, a listing of securities, private placement, section number 42. That is also very important. These are all the topics what you have to concentrate in prospectus chapter. Next, share capital and debentures chapter, section number 43, equity shares with differential voting rights. Next, variation of rights, security premium, means section number 52, utilization of security premium, variation of rights, so that also it is concentrated. Sweat equity shares, right shares, bonus shares, reduction of share capital, buyback, and debentures. What you have to remember, how to issue security debentures and authority matrix. I have provided the comprehensive authority matrix. I have provided what matrix, ma? Comprehensive authority matrix for everything. And debenture trustees also, who cannot be appointed as a debenture trustee, that also very important. Okay. Next, acceptance of deposits, authority matrix. So please read comprehensive authority matrix for deposits, debentures, bonus shares, right shares, equity shares, preference shares, ESOP, sweat equity. I have provided a comprehensive table. You please refer that table once. And eligible public company, which company can accept deposits from public, as well as short term deposits less than 6 months duration, and deposit trustee and limit on acceptance of deposits also. Limits also very important. One table is given for limits. That limits also please concentrate. Next, registration of charges. Fixed charge versus floating charge, as well as registration of new charge, registration by charge holder, types of charges. That is what you have to concentrate. Management administration chapter. So I said 5 general points and 3 special points. What is that? Annual general meeting, extraordinary date, day, time, place of annual general meeting, extraordinary general meeting, and EGM by members, EGM by board of directors, all these things, and notice, quorum, proxy, representative, e-voting, resolution through postal ballot, voting by poll, and special notice. Ordinary notice, special notice. Ordinary business, special business. Ordinary resolution, special resolution. These are all the topics you please discuss, refer once. Okay. Next, declaration payment of dividend. Very simple. Procedure for payment of dividend. Interim dividend and payment of dividend out of reserves. This is what very important. Okay. Accounts of the companies, I just segregate into 3 parts while discussing accounts of the companies. One is books of accounts, financial statements, consolidated financial statements, corporate social responsibility, and internal audit. This is what you have to concentrate. Okay. Next, audit and auditors, appointment or reappointment of auditor, qualification, disqualification of auditor, audit report to audit committee, and audit remuneration. You please concentrate on those areas. Companies incorporated outside India. So this is very important. Applicability of this chapter. I just divide into companies incorporated outside India into 3 types. Okay. So applicability, which sections are applicable in which case, that also you have to refer. And documents to be filed with ROC if you want to start a place of business in India. And if you want to procure the funds from India, then what are the contents of the prospectus? Special points applicable for these type of companies that you have to concentrate. And accounts of foreign company, that also you please refer once. Next, FEMA Act, as know all topics are very, very important in FEMA Act. So PRII and PROI, as well as current account transactions, capital account transactions, liberalized remittance scheme. Current account transactions, again there are 3 schedules are there. Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 3. Capital account transactions also permitted are there, prohibited are there. And even not only for natural persons, artificial persons also current account transactions list is there. Resident foreign currency account as well as exchange and foreign currency account, this time it is very important, please refer once. Okay. General Class Act interpretation of statutes, what strategy you have to follow, please refer last 5 attempts question papers, whatever the questions asked. That is the only strategy for GC and interpretation of statutes. These are the topics. You please effectively utilize the time. Don't waste your time and increase your level of confidence. Don't read new books before exam. Just read your running notes and the questions and answers asked by the faculty in the classroom, as well as your material, which is very thorough about the material, and the practical questions, TYK questions for self-study or TYK questions for classroom discussion, concept questions for CRD, concept questions for self-study, everything you have to refer once. Okay. So all the best. Thank you.